I think the city needs to do a better job in informing applicants that come before the city. We can't expect those applicants to be fully aware of all our development code and our general plan. We would hope they would research that before they come, but we can't depend on that. I think it would be very appropriate, if they don't ask the right questions, and some of them should, that the staff should be prepared when they understand the nature of the project to fully disclose all the requirements that have to be met. They can be the fees, the development code, the view restoration code, you name it. We can't expect every applicant to come in to be fully conversant. This would be a big step towards getting them to come in with an application that is probably going to become closer to being passed. So many times they come without that, and then they're told that if they need a variance by either the architect or their contractor, that they could get one. And when they come for the city and they find they don't meet the requirements, even for a variance, they get angry with the city. They shouldn't be. Therefore, the city needs to be proactive in getting that information out. We've had a number of cases recently where the actual requirements didn't come about till rather late. A recent one was the Kiwanis Marathon. They applied in July. It wasn't until, I believe, October or November before they were fully apprised of what the requirements were. They lost 4 months in the process and made it difficult for the city and for them to get the project done on time. Another example is the Annenberg project. Everybody knew, in my opinion at least, that Lower Point Vicente as well as Upper Point Vicente were obtained from the federal government and had certain restrictions as to what could be done. After a number of years of working on the project, that's when the issue of what the federal requirements were came to fore. Had that been done earlier, we might have had something in the way of a more compatible project, one that would meet the requirements and not be contentious as it is right now because the requirements were identified late in the program. Now, I don't want to blame the city staff for all of it. There are some knowledgeable applicants that should know what questions to ask. So it's not always the staff and it's not always the applicant. But in any event, to be a proactive city with a staff that is very knowledgeable and helpful to those who come to the city, whether the applicant asks or not, they should be given all the requirements necessary to fulfill their desires with respect to the application. In this way, we can avoid costly time delays and frustration on the part of both the city as well as the applicant. This November 8th, please vote for Ken Dida for the City Council of Rancho Palos Verdes. Thank you.